Hi everyone, I'm Kirsten and this is Roots and Wildflowers. I just wanted to welcome you to my new channel. I've been in business since 2017, but YouTube is kind of new to me. So, hello, welcome. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a brief background of my business, myself, and what's going to be on this channel so you know what to expect, what you can learn from it, and if you want to give it a follow. So, like I said, my name is Kirsten. I am a graphic designer, a farmer florist by trade, and now a holistic nutritionist. So let me give you a little bit of a background about Roots and Wildflowers itself. I started this business in 2017, growing flowers out of my grandma's backyard. So I had worked in the florist industry, I enjoyed it, and I had signed up to do a course with Wildflowers. You might know who she is, she's pretty popular. One of the nation's leading flower farmers, and I did a weekend-long intensive in Seattle. It was amazing. It was also a leap of faith for me to go and travel and do something that far away. So I went and did that, and I came back and I asked my grandma, could I use your raised vegetable garden to grow flowers in? And she said, of course. So I started from there, and I started what I would call a urban micro flower farm. It was very small. It was just a plot in a regular backyard, not a ton of room, but we grew a ton of flowers in one season with it. Succession planting is a big deal. Anyways, so in that time I did multiple weddings, actually a lot of weddings, one that was even featured in a magazine in the UK, which was super cool. Thank you, Deanna, if you're watching this, and Josh. You guys are the best for putting your faith in me to do your wedding when I had no portfolio. So we did amazing weddings with so many great couples. I did a flower subscription locally for my community and delivered flowers that were grown by me or local growers in mason jar arrangements. Kind of rustic, but cute. It was nice. People got them bi-weekly and they always had fresh flowers in their house. We also did events, so birthday parties, corporate Christmas, Mother's Day, we did your holidays, and everything in between. So I got a lot of experience in those years, and it was a ton of fun. And then the you-know-what hit. I mean, I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if you can on YouTube, but that changed everything. At the same time, I had a family member that was ill, and I was really working by myself, so I decided to put Roots and Wildflowers on hold just for a little bit to see what was going to end up happening with the world. And obviously we're 2 years in now, and things are only just starting to get back to normal. So in that time, because there were no events, no weddings, there wasn't a lot going on, I decided to go back to school and pick something that was related to growing, but wasn't exactly flowers, and not farming typically either. So I ended up going back to school for holistic nutrition. Now this may seem totally random, but I promise you it is related. So I do have a background in growing, obviously, flowers, not food, but I'm learning. And for me, holistic nutrition was the thing that could bridge the gap between my really big passion with wellness, which was something that was so important to me as someone who's had health issues and had a family member going through health issues. I wanted to help them. And then the growing and health aspect of it. Holistic nutrition really focuses on whole foods, not eating processed foods, so eating things fresh from your garden is a perfect solution to that. So my idea was that I would marriage my growing experience and my nutrition experience together to cultivate a community where nutrition and nature grow hand in hand, where I can teach people how to grow their own food and the healthy meals, snacks, whatever that you can make with that food that you grow to help people become more sustainable and more efficient on their own, because I think that's something that we're all a little bit scared about right now with the state of the world. So why not grow your own food? So I now am just finishing up my certificate in holistic nutrition. I just have co-op between me and graduation. I've finished all my courses, and I'm getting back into Roots and Wildflowers again and rebranding her as this new thing. Instead of flowers, we're focusing on food. I got my experience last year for the first time growing vegetables, which was fun. We did a small scale. We recently moved to the country, actually probably a year ago to the day when I'm gonna post this. And we have 2 acres of land now that I'm really hoping to convert into essentially a homestead. We might not have animals, but we're gonna grow food, we're gonna have an orchard, and we're gonna see the most that we can produce out of this amount of land to show people you don't need a huge farm. And even that, I wanna show you how, if you only have an apartment and a balcony, how you can grow your own food still and how easy it can be. So, welcome to my channel. We're gonna talk about all these things that are related. So yes, I will still grow flowers. If you're interested in the flowers, they will be there. They're beautiful, I can't help myself. We're gonna also talk about growing food. This is only my 2nd season, so bear with me. We're gonna learn as much as we can together. Starting seeds, the production of putting up our own greenhouse, that's something in the works for this year. Adding new raised beds to our garden. We only have 2 so far. We're planning on adding a lot more and also doing like in-ground gardening. So that if you're interested in both, we're gonna have a little bit of each. I'm gonna talk about what we do here, like with our 2 acres, the trees that we're gonna plant, the things we're gonna do to the house. There is a lot of stuff that we're gonna upgrade because we're a multi-generational family and there's actually, this house is perfect and we love it. But there's things that we can do to improve it and make it better, make it more energy efficient, you name it, or just better for our lifestyle of having 2 families living in one home. I'm gonna talk about updating my house. I am new to being a homeowner or a renter, and I'll show you what I'm doing with this space if that interests you. And of course, the biggest thing, recipes. Living on our own now, having our own kitchen, I have learned from my deep love of cooking in the past year, and I want to share with you what you can cook, obviously with your garden, but I am going to show you just regular stuff too. So if you love home-cooked meals that taste good but are healthy, this is the place for you. And on top of that, if you're gluten-free, so am I. So I will be showing you recipes like that as well. Not everything has to be gluten-free. My recipes will be because that's how I eat, but if you're not gluten-free, most of my recipes I have created or substituted with gluten-free ingredients. You can just sub them back with regular. So if you're not gluten-free, don't worry, it still applies to you. So that's pretty much what my channel is going to be about. So if you're interested in gardening and nutrition and recipes and like lifestyle and wellness and beginner homesteaders, this is the place for you. If you want to become more efficient, eco-friendly, and sustainable, I'm with you and I'm here to bring you along on my journey to learning how to do these things so you can learn with me and do it for your family too. So welcome to Roots and Wildflowers. Thank you so much for watching this and tagging along, and I can't wait for us to grow together. See you later.